which is basically with Sophia's session. So Saturday, Sunday, we have the blended learning, the spoken English, Hindi and Marathi. So we thought we'll start with Sophia's session today, but then we kind of faced some technical glitch at the back end. And Pradeep and the development team are trying to fix it. So it might take one more week, to kind of get the ball rolling. So 28th, coming Saturday, we'll be launching both the Hindi and the Marathi medium with whatever subjects we have. Like we have prepared for all the subjects except for blended learning, math, Marathi. Except for that, all the other component will be starting coming 28th. So today is going to be like a live demo session where Pradeep will be taking you through the process, and we want you to parallelly work on the OBS. And since Sai is the face behind it, and she's ongoing, coordinating with you all, we felt that there's a need to standardize the process. But here and there are these little doubts that is coming time and again, which is totally fine, because any new process and any new change needs that settling time. So Sai had made a PPT which will be going through it, and post that, if you have any doubt, you can stop and ask Sai. She'll be happy to explain it. And after Sai's quick presentation, Pradeep will take over for the technical orientation, one more live demo on how to upload the OBS. Over to you, Sai.
Yeah, thank you, Krishna. So, since Sophia and Prerna have been working with recording and trying to upload the video, I think Neha ji, you also would have practiced a bit, with the OBS. So we just have a few doubts which has been recurring. So we thought, okay, we'll clear that off using this PPT. Krishna, yes, can we go? So, again and again, see, there are certain things, we have been reiterating from the time we have sent you the SOP, and, explaining through the first session of orientation, where Pradeep also had, given you an orientation about the OBS software. See, we have given you the equipments, and please, adhere to all the norms of, following the instructions where you record, because this is going to be live streamed, and there are certain pointers which we need to keep in mind. And we cannot say, like, I cannot use the green mat or things like that to quote for an example, because this is all the requirement which we have designed and given it to you, and time and again reiterating in all the other orientation meetings as well, when the introduction meetings, where we have stressed on those points for you to include all this when you're keep in mind, so that you will keep in mind when you're recording the video. Okay. So,
Sai, sorry to interrupt. If I may add one more point, the reason we are saying to kind of standardize the process, the importance is, see, once it is going to be live streamed. Second, the live streaming video are going to be pre-recorded and shared in the repository of top parent library, right? So when you go through any YouTube playlist, you see that uniformity, right? When you take Twinkle or Byju's, there's this uniformity. There's a green background, there's a logo, there is a template. So that's the standardization we really wanted to achieve. So internally, earlier we missed on the template. That's why we took time to templatize it. So if without the green mat, like for example, right now I have something in my background. Sophie has a pink background. Neha ji has a different background. So this is not going to leave that clear impression. So that's the only reason we wanted to templatize. One, to give you the freedom to sit anywhere at your home and record, because just giving you certain norms, sit at a white. Initially, we thought like that, how Pradeep is having, sit behind a clean white background. Sometimes we may have that option at home, sometimes we may not have the option. So that's the reason we brought in the live streaming green mat element. Two, once your live stream is recorded and it is added to the repository, if you take a collection of the playlist, everything will look uniform. If there is a uniform worn by the facilitators, and if there is a green screen uniform, I'm sure that there's a delay from our end, which we are trying to fix it. At least the first video, we don't want to stop it just because if there is no uniform, which I will be reiterating again. But the green mat, this is one reason I just wanted to add it with what Sai was saying. Thank you, Sai.
Yeah, thanks, Krishna. So I think Pradeep, we might be adding some logo or something like that using the software, right? Behind that, the green match purpose is that only, so that in further videos we might add some, our TP logo or something like that, which will, sort of give you a background, which you may not be able to do it at your end. Okay. So all these good, small details which we are reiterating. So I think it's better you follow it, so that we'll have a standard outlook to when the kids are looking at the app, and when you have the kids viewing the videos, even later on after live streaming also. So when they are going to see it as a, the number of videos being in the app, it will all look uniform in the thumbnail as well. Okay, so that is the thing. You have to sort of pre-recording these videos, follow these rules, and so next thing.
Sai, can you iterate on the point participation in two phases?
Yeah, the participation is like, two things to be remembered when we are first thing is, when you are recording the video. One, you will be present. Talking about the content, the right top right corner, and when the live streaming is happening, you will be there to you will be doing the live streaming session. You will upload the video during at the set time, and you'll be present throughout the session to handle the queries. In case there is a query which really needs to be handled, you should be there present in all forms to handle the queries, chats, or doubts which the children will be raising. All that will be that's mandatory. Like, you cannot, because that's the point in where we designed this idea of giving the teachers, so that you need not bother about wearing the same dress, and we are not going to portray as if this is a recorded session and then it is being streamed later on and all that. Going to look, when the child is going to look at it, it's going to be looking like a live streamed Neha Didi or Prerna Didi is coming and talking to us and teaching us certain content. Okay, so that's the whole idea. So, and you being present in the last 5 minutes will be like a feedback session between you and the kids, where you will be handling the doubts if needed, or get their feedback, how they felt about the content, etc., etc. That's where you will be playing a role, being present in all forms during the live streaming timing session, or the preset dates and time. Okay, this is. I hope you all got it. This is.
Yes, Sai. Yeah. So one thing to reiterate to what Sai said, Prerna, Sophia, Neha, I'm sure it might be a repetition to some of you, but because Sai is individually handling many facilitators, one doubt that keeps coming again is, should I be present on the live stream? Even your payment mode is projected in a way that whatever amount we have quoted you is inclusive of both this, the pre-recording which you do and send it to us, and your live presence during that scheduled hours which has been shared with you. That's the reason Sai had made the calendar and shared it with you, so that 15 minutes live streaming at your scheduled slot, you have to be available. And I hope it's kind of clear, because it's very important, later they shouldn't, like, some facilitators shouldn't think that, okay, I've recorded, somebody will live stream. It's not like that. You will record the session at your own convenient time based on the calendar. That particular session, when it is live streaming, you have to be present on that 15 minutes, because you will only be live streaming it, which is what today's session is about. Pradeep will be showing you how to do that live streaming, and then you will just play the video 15 minutes, maybe like 10 minutes. You will just play the video. During the 10 minutes, if there is any chat message, or towards the end you want to reiterate at any point based on the chat message, at that time you will mirror the camera and you will talk and you will finish the session. So technically, how to do this, Sai, Pradeep, we are there to help you out any point of time. But one thing to keep in mind is your presence during the live streaming is very important, because you will be live streaming and you will be, providing the feedback. There might be some times, like, I understand, during medical emergencies or leave, if you tell us well in advance, we will reschedule the session, or we will, for example, Prerna session will be swapped with some other session, and Prerna session will be, moved. So that facility can be done internally. Anytime last minute emergency alone, we do understand there might be some situations like that we can internally handle, but otherwise majority of the session we hope it goes in this practice.
So, yes, the camera quality, see now you're going to use your own way of recording the sessions, right? So you'll be just see to that, you use a precision up to, 720p or HD quality of 1080 p for recording the videos. Okay. Next slide, can we go? Yeah, and this is again, it's, using the green mat for all further future enhancements is the reason for you to use the green mat as well. So that is the basic requirement. So you just please make arrangements to hang it. You can always remove it and you use it whenever you're recording a video. Just find a noiseless corner in your house wherever you're planning to record your sessions. Just make arrangements for hanging it on the on a rod and keeping it as your background. And the light, I hope all your lights are working right. No issues with your lights. Okay. So you use the ring light so that it will enhance your quality of the video, and the mic. That's again, these are the basic requirements which to start off with. When you start, you just see to that all these things are in place. And when you introduce yourself, so okay, now we are going to start record. Now you have started recording. When you're going to introduce yourself, it is a requirement for you to come on a full screen for the first 2 minutes when you're introducing yourself. Like say, for example, Prerna. Prerna is going to say like, I'm Prerna Didi. I'm going to handle fun with numbers. It is you're introducing yourself and you're introducing the concept. So when you, the first 1.5, 2 minutes, you can take to, present yourself in the full screen, so that there will be an impact on the child's mind that yeah, she's Prerna Didi, because after when the content starts, you're going to be in the top left hand corner, and this top right hand corner, this we will maintain as a standard for among all the videos. Okay, because the logo will be there, the TP logo will be there as well. If you can see this small green bird which is there in the content, that is going to be there in the template. So your place on the top right hand corner will be the best position to place yourself. The scene 2 or scene 1, whatever, however you name during the video capture. So you will be placing yourself in the small window in the top right hand corner. Yeah, Krishna.
Yeah. So for accessibility purposes, I brought out if we could standardize it right hand side top corner. This is Sophia's video. So how Sophia have done it. You can just fix your camera on that particular lens, and so it's standardized across everywhere, so that the logo and that whatever digitalized thing we'll be making will not be affected. And at least the spoken English is a very simple visual, but if you take Prerna and other subjects like math and blended learning, English may have little more complex content that's scattered around. So that's the reason we wanted to templatize it like how Sophia have done it. And as the point that Sai brought out, you be presenting yourself. Like in this video, if you see screen 2, we can only see Pradeep. That's very important, because for the child, they are seeing a lot of recorded video that is already available in the repository. So for them to make the difference that this is, Sophia Didi teaching me, she's my teacher. I can see that feeling and that connection is what making this human interaction different from the pre-recorded video that they've already experienced. So and you guys, folks being the face of the, top parent, being the facilitators community, it's very important that they get connected to you. So at least during the introduction time and the closure time, please toggle between the screen. It's not as complex as you see. Pradeep have already made a video and shared it. Sai may repost it in the group once again for your reference. So just be, mindful of that.
Krishna, now this mouse pointer thing, that is another thing which we need to discuss. I think Pradeep also can help us because yesterday Prerna faced an issue with that not being, very obvious during the recording.
Yeah, we'll address it, Sai. Can you just finish this off and then we'll handle those techniques?
So this is like, this is a screenshot of the video which was being, which has been already shot by Pradeep and given us an idea about how to toggle between the presentation and your video capture. That is your small, your face on the, in the video. So this, I will be sharing it again in the group, in the tech group, so that you can have a look at it. And I have just put the screenshots over here. So that is, it will be scene 1 and scene 2. You can just fix that and then keep on toggling when you're teaching the concept. Whenever you feel that you have to be in the front, and that can happen. I think that will be more required in the blended learning sessions. So you can do it accordingly. But as we said during the introduction, see to that you're there in the full screen first and the ending session, especially during the last 5 minutes when you're handling the feedback or the some comments which kids are posting, all those areas. Okay. Shall we go to the toggle thing, Krishna?
Is this the one side?
Yeah, before that, Pradeep's thing will be. Yeah, so I just have put it like a screenshot over here with the same video. I've just taken a screenshot. So this is the presentation which he is having. The browser is open behind, and he is there in the front. So he he has given a clear explanation as which is going to be scene 1 over here, which is going to be scene 2. You can give the source of scene 1 and 2 over here in the second screenshot, wherein you can name it as well. You can you can rename the scenes as well. Next screenshot. So this is, and you can you have to give the source of the you have to provide the source from where you're recording. Just if you can just see over here. The video will be more prominent for you. You have to give the source of the video capture wherever you're doing for the scene 1 and scene 2. You have to upload that in the OBS software. Yeah, Krishna. And you have to just keep on toggling between the scene 1 and 2 whenever required, when you're presenting the content and you feel that you have to interrupt by showing your full face also is welcome, quite welcome. And next thing we want to reiterate is where you have to save the videos. So we have given you a link, and again I'll be posting it, sending it to the new people, where you have to, when you have finished recording, there is a repository which we have created in the Google Drive. I'll be giving you the link, and already Sophia has been doing it. So she is just, if you can see, she has posted the spoken English video which she has shot, the first one, greetings and introductions. She has saved it in this place where we have specified it to her. I have sent the link to each Prerna as well, where she can put it for her videos, blended learning videos. She has to, after completing the recording, she has to post the videos in this particular link, wherein the final, where we can take just go and just click on the videos and quality take it up for quality checking. So you have to follow all these these small details, as to how you have to record, where you have to upload. I think hopefully everybody are clear with that.
Yeah, one thing to add on to the drive. So sometimes, earlier, remember when we were interviewing you, we said you can use Dropbox, you can use Vismeo to upload. But now we have just standardized the process drive, because see, sometimes we may have access to Dropbox. The quality when it's getting transferred gets impacted. So that's the reason we have a drive, like how we have a drive for Sophia, we have a drive for Prerna, everybody. Individually, it will be sent to you. So I will be doing it again. Once you have recorded the video, just download it and upload it in the drive, so that it's like safe in one place. Sai, regarding the mouse pointer.
So this mouse pointer, see, this is the one which we have decided to go ahead with. The link will be, I think I can provide the link again in the group, no, Krishna? I'll give you because this is the main purpose of using this mouse cursor is, it has got a yellow background which will highlight, Krishna was saying in the orientation meeting as well. When you present PPT to the child, and it is going to, every PPT is going to have, one or two, more than two pictures as well. So that time, the child will be looking at, whatever he wants to look, he or she wants to look at. So I'll be looking at picture one, the other child will look at picture two and picture three, so that has an wherever they want to look at it. But you know what, whereas Prerna or Neha,
I'll click on my pointer outline.
The picture which is there in screen one, talking about the content which is there in the picture one. So we will be using this, the main purpose of using this mouse cursor is that only, like we are going to highlight and going to catch the child's attention towards that picture one with this pointer, so that the child understands the content relating it with the picture, or wherever even the text for that matter, the child will look at wherever you're pointing it in the screen. So that is the purpose of this mouse cursor. And for now, we have decided to use this. And there's a link which will be provided where you can download it in your system and use it during the recorded, during the recording.
And this mouse cursor is more prevalent for blended learning math and English, because if you see spoken English, you'll have only one slide per one image per slide. So for Sophia and Neha, you may use it for one or two images where you want to maybe highlight about that one specific character and talk. But for Prerna and Bama, this will be more precisely used because they have a lot of content to cover, and mostly their content will have a couple of more images because it's a concept based subject. So I think for Prerna, I'm sure it will be useful for all of you all, but most precisely useful for Prerna and Bama, who will be handling subjects.
Yeah, that's it. So guys, if you, you guys have any doubts or you want to clarify further, or shall we go ahead with Pradeep's thing and then finally handle things?
Prerna has a doubt. Yes, Prerna.
I just wanted to add one more thing. We were talking about standardizing the image to right hand side. We can also talk about what should be the size of it, because like everyone size will vary.
You mean the camera box?
Yes.
Okay, Pradeep, do you want to answer this question? Prerna's doubt is when we are saying, the facilitator's video box should be on corner, right hand side corner, right? She's asking what should be the measurement, like.
So basically, you guys already have this template, so you can decide on your own, like how much space you want to give to this particular camera. Like you can like from your end, what will be the suitable size. Your content should not hide, and your face should also be visible.
I get that, but just to because we are talking about standardizing, so it might happen some size will be relevant for me, some other size will be relevant for Sophia. So is that okay, or should we follow the same size?
I think what Sophia had was like precisely fine. And Sophia, did you have any specific measurements to fix it, or was it by default, Sophia?
No, actually it was by default. I've been using Zoom for pre-recording sessions. So yeah, it was the default size.
Okay. We'll be sharing this PPT, so you can all take a look at the difference in Sophia's screen, and then maybe we can just standardize that. Yeah.
Is there any particular measurement which we can give, Pradeep? Does it allow us to measure something over there?
For particular measurement, I'm not sure. Basically, measurement depend upon the resolution of a screen. So it will be better to have a relevant, its relevance from that PPT, the template. You can mark that from this point to this point you have your camera, so everybody will be able to adjust it. But if you go upon the measurement, it will vary for different resolutions.
So Prerna, answering your question, you can just refer to this PPT we'll be sending and just fix like a standard norm that Sophia is I think what Sophia is practicing is a default. Even when I'm presenting a screen in Gmeet or Zoom, that's the default thing, it gets captured. So I think we'll go with that default. You know.
Yeah, default is there in Gmeet and Zoom, but in case of OBS, we have to like adjust. We can adjust to our comfort. So I'll manage
Yeah,
it accordingly.
just try to manage keeping in Sophia's screen on reference. In case if there's a feedback, we'll definitely come back to you. Yeah. So Pradeep, over to you.
Yeah, sure. Like I have already given tour of OBS once, but like in summary, I will do it again. So for downloading OBS, you just need to go to OBS website, which you will search on Google. It will be the first result. OBS.
Pradeep, it's getting recorded, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
So it will be the first result, and depending upon your operating system, either Windows, Mac or Linux, you can download the relevant one. So mine is Mac. I have downloaded it for my Apple chip. So once it will be downloaded, you can install it from the default settings. Then it will ask for certain permissions, and you just need to allow all the permissions. So basically it will ask for your mic permission, camera permission, screen sharing permission, and location permission also. So just give all the permissions. So once you give all the permissions, you will be on like welcome page of OBS, from where you have to just click on next until you will reach to the selecting the stream type. So in my case, I have already done this so far. So by default you will be settings. Yeah. So there it will ask for stream. There will be a page in which you need to specify what type of stream you will be doing. So by default, maybe Twitch will be selected. You have to just click on the custom. So in custom you will see two fields. One is server key and one is stream key. So these are the two fields which will be provided by Sai to all of you, and like I have them with me. So these are the streams keys we have created for all different subjects. Basically initially we thought of having only one key and everybody can use it, but maybe sometime a session will overlap to other session. It can happen, or it was not easy to manage all the sessions using one key. So now we have created 6 different channel for all 6 topics, 3 from Marathi, English, Hindi spoken, English maths spoken. Similarly for Hindi, English, Hindi, English maths and spoken. So Sai will provide you your keys and server keys. So any one of the, let's say you have got this key, so you just need to select this key and paste it over here, right? And you just need to select this server URL and just paste this in this server field. Once you do that, it will take you to the default page. Let's say we don't have any screens over here. So by default your OBS will look like this. It will be having one scene. Scene 1 will be written over here, and this field allow you to switch over the scenes. So you can create multiple scenes, but only one scene will be visible to audience at the time. So this screen will allow you to toggle between the scenes. This part allow you to add the sources, whatever sources you want to add. So let's say in first scene, as like the as per the flow of stream, you will be having a pre-recorded video, and on top of that you will be having your webcam. So to just recreate that, I am adding one media file which will act like a pre-recorded video. So you just need to select from this option, you can select the media source. Once you click on media source, you can name it whatever you want, and you have to locate its location. So you can browse, and wherever you have saved that media file, so once you select that media file, and you can use these default settings as they are, just create that media source over here, right? So now your media source is in background, so this video will be playing, and like if you want to pause in middle, you can use this up top bar to just pause it. If you want to stop, it will stop. If you want to replay, it will replay, but mainly you will be using this play and pause, play and pause. So this is about media file. And over here you can see the audio, which audios are coming out. So this is for my mic, and this is for my media source. What it will be very clear to you, like I have selected this media source, so this audio is for media source, and this is for mic. It's already written over there. So if you want to decrease or increase your volume of your mouse, you can do from here. Similarly for media source, mostly it will be up, but if you want to pause it, it will be great if you can just pause it from here. It will pause, and you can toggle to the different screens. So these are the this is my mic, and this is for media source. Now you have to add a camera on top of from if you will be having a pre-recorded session, there will be already a camera over there, right? So to make the stream more realistic, you will add a camera on top of the previous camera which you have used during the recording. So how you can do that? Simply go to add section and video capture device. Yeah, so just add it and select in this, all the device will be visible. If you are using a external camera, also external webcam, it will be visible over here. So once it will be visible, you can select that, and just keep it whatever resolution you want, but high is recommended. So like it will be the default one. So once you add this camera, you need to adjust this camera size according to the camera which will be visible on the pre-recorded video. So let's say my pre-recorded video has a camera over here. So what I can do, I will move this camera and just drag this to that particular size, whatever the size it will be. So it now the previous camera will be hide, and my real time camera will be visible. So when you will be having interaction, then you can do this. But for if let's say the pre-recorded session is working, your action will be predefined in that video. So at that time your previous camera is recommended. So what you can do, if you want to show your previous camera, so this is media file which is below the webcam. So you just need to drag this to top. Now your webcam will be below this media file. So now your pre-recorded time of webcam will be visible. But mostly you will be using video cam of recorded session, so it won't be you won't require it much. Only the time when you will be talking to student, at that time your action should be visible to them. And for that what you can do, you can create another scene. So basically when you are talking to student, your screen should be having you should be fully visible on the screen. So how you can do that, like it won't be handy for you to just resize it every time. So how you can do this, you can create another scene 2, let's say. So once you add the scene 2, again you need to add your video capture device, which will be your camera. And what you can do, you can increase the size of it. And now let's say you want to add a logo, you can do that also. Just add a image and browse it. Krishna will be sharing logo. So let's consider this is a logo. So what we will do, we will just adjust this. I'm treating this as a logo only. So let's say this is the logo of top parent. So now logo is on top of video cam and my full camera is visible, right? So let's say video is playing. At that time you can go to this scene 3, and if you want to talk to student, you don't need to drag this and adjust the size. What you can do, simply go to scene 2. So now your full camera will be visible on the screen, and student will be able to see your full video with webcam. If you want to go to that previous recorded one, you can just switch to this. But it will be like you have to take note of it when you are switching your two scenes. Don't forget to pause this. So basically when you will be talking, and if you forgot to pause this video, video will be play in the background, and once you will be back, the topic will be ahead of what you were teaching. So it's better to pause it. Once pause, then switch to this camera, and once you stop talking, then go back to this and it will play.
Yes, Neha, please ask your question.
Yeah.
I'm little bit confused between scene 1 and scene 2. So while doing scene 2, it will be already हम लोग करके रख सकते हैं before streaming.
So scene 2 is basically let's say you mostly the use case will be like your recording will be playing and you will be on stream. But in case, let's say students in comment section are asking for particular doubts, at that time you need to interact during the stream also, right? So that time you will need this scene 2. Okay, I am talking to people, or me like this is the requirement from Krishna, that once teachers are let's say I am talking in this screen, my video is itself very small over here, but when I will be talking in this screen, student will be able to see me properly and they will be able to see my actions properly. That's why we have included this scene 2 and scene 1 thing. Else, like you can do over here also, like if you are talking, then bring your webcam on top of the recorded webcam. Else you can just drop it down and the pre-recorded webcam will be visible.
Okay, thank you.
Neha ji, first time it will look little complex, but you can even have a word with Prerna and Sophia. They've been, using this software for the last 2 weeks, and the more you use it, the more comfortable it will become. You can, even talk to your colleagues to understand it further. And as Pradeep highlighted, the screen too, see, the session itself is a 15-minute session, right? You already like how you saw Sophia's session, she has already recorded the 15 minutes, so she will only live stream and she will be behind the camera. She will not show her face. The live pre-recording will keep happening after the 15 minutes. The last 5 minutes, like we say 15 minutes because the spillover of 5 minutes after the session. During that 5 minutes, in case if there is a chat box requirement, in case if there's a query, only then you will open your camera and talk. I think out of 10 session, 5 session you may need to open your camera. In case if you don't get any response, you can just, like in the recording itself, you would have said bye, take care, I'll see you next week. So that's enough. The pre-recording is enough. But based on the chat box, even we don't know, because it's a learning process for us. Only when we live stream, Once we have the user, we will see how many people are responding, how many questions we have. So based on that, you will, you will open your screen too and talk. One doubt, Pradeep. The screen one, screen two. Should I create every time for the pre-recording, or once I create it for session one, it will be there for session two also?
It will be there. So let's say I just close this OBS, and once I open this, it will be with all the settings which I have selected in previous thing. So for the next session, you just need to change your media. The
Okay.
For next session there will be a separate video, right?
New video, yes.
So just need to update this video, uh, add video, or you can just simply delete this one and add the new video. All the settings will be like, once you set it up, it will be good if you can use that template. So it will already, it already have that logo in place, that bird in place, and everything like frame is there. So just use that image in background, and on top of that you can add this webcam to maintain the sanity if you want.
Yeah. Thank you.
So
Pradeep,
yeah.
no, I was wondering if, you can have scene one as your PPT will be the scene one, and your full screen, that is your personal space, will be the scene two, right?
Right.
Okay. So this is the facilitators are going to use it like, scene one will be initially that first 2 minutes when they are going to introduce, they are going to use scene two, and in the end of the session they are going to, like, to handle the feedback session or any comments or anything, they are going to use scene two. That's when they are going to.
Not like that, Sai, because when they're recording itself, they will say hi and all, right? So when I'm recording the session itself, I'll be mindful of when, for example, before right now, Pradeep is screen sharing. If Pradeep is not screen sharing and Pradeep is talking, I'll only see Pradeep. Only when he's presenting the screen, I will see the scene, right? So when they're recording itself, they can do that. So it's not necessary. Otherwise, it will be a confusion. Again, they have to use screen one, screen two at the beginning and at the end of the session. So it's just a personal thought. I personally feel when they're recording itself, they can do this. For example, when Sophia was talking in that spoken English class introduction, she can do it without projecting the screen, introduce herself, and then project the screen and then record it. Towards the end, again stop presenting and finish it off, and then she can record it. So when she's live streaming, she don't have to toggle between screen one and screen two. Only when she's interacting with the user, based on the response received during that live stream, she can do screen two, screen one. This is only to avoid confusion, because sometimes, because it's a new software, initially itself they have to do it, and it's a live streaming. Right now it's a practice session. Imagine it's a live session, there's much more pressure there. So swapping that time will be a little confusing. While recording itself, let them be mindful about recording, showing their face, presenting, and then showing the face. And then this toggling thing which Pradeep showed can come as a feedback based on the user feedback. At that time, if Sophia have decided, yes, I want to interact with the user, I see 5 comments, I want to address it, that time she can do this screen one, screen two process and do the live stream. Is that clear with all three of you all? Prerna, Neha, and Sophia? You all aligned with that, right?
Whether we need a screen, scene 3 for feedback.
No, when they're live streaming, when they're live streaming, scene 2 will be when they are talking to the students, right?
Okay. No. This doubt came. I'll just, explain myself further. Because in between the sessions, especially when it is going to be blended learning, I'm sure spoken English will be just a content presentation. When the children are going to have doubt, so when they are going to intervene in between and talk, again, it's need based. So when the facilitator is going to talk, should we have something like a scene 3 ready?
It's already a 15-minute session, right? So ideally, like how we suggested earlier, whatever Q&A they want to have, clarify the doubt can be after the session, not during the 15 minutes, because it's going to be disruptive to their recording. So if today Prerna is teaching number concept, let the 15 minutes video of number concept get heard live stream. During that time, she can be conscious about the feedback, what's been received in the chat box. We, in case if she, even if the facilitators find it challenging, we can create a WhatsApp group or something where you will be doing the chat stuff and posting it to them. After the end, when Prerna's recorded video is saying bye Bachu, before that she will stop, show the screen to talk about it, and then she will say bye and end it. So usually the Q&A can happen towards the end of the session, so that there's no disruption towards the flow of their teaching process. Pradeep, do you agree with this, Pradeep? So that they don't have to stop and come. Yes, sir.
No. That's what I mean. I just this is where the doubt. I had the doubt. I think if, we can go ahead like this. Yeah, Pradeep.
Yeah. So I am telling all this just to let you guys know that these are the features you can use, and mostly it will be your presence and the condition you will be facing during the live stream. At that time you will be able to decide that whether you want to make your screen full, or maybe there will be a stream in which you just need to project your video and that's it, and your stream will over, nobody will ask any question. At that time you don't need to do anything. But maybe at a certain point people are asking for a particular thing, then maybe at that time you may have to stop your recording in middle of the session also. So these are the all use cases which will be coming on during the stream. I'm just telling that how you can handle all this.
Right. Yeah. Thanks for that heads up, Pradeep.
Yeah.
So usually, all of us have experience doing online webinars and all, right? So even in webinars, the speakers will keep the Q&A at the last, so that there's no disruption into the flow of the thought process. So if Prerna is introducing a concept, it's already a very short time, right? So in between to stop the video and explain will be very confusing. So whatever practice is recorded for that 15 minutes, let her finish it, but she has to be mindful. So Prerna will, in that recorded video, she would have said bye Bachu, I'll see you next week. So before that, she will stop, and then she will clarify the doubts and then say bye and end the session. And as Pradeep brought out, there can be some session where the user have no feedback at all. Like during the sessions, remember we asked you to ask certain questions, pauses. So at that time, everybody put a thumbs up or a smiley face, which means it's understood that the user have understand the concept. So that time you don't have to show your live screen. You can just end it with a pre-recording itself. So the use case scenario, even for us, all of us, it's a learning experience. Only when we do 1 or 2 live sessions, we will know the confusions, the drama behind it, and then based on that, as a teacher, like how you do it in a real class, you can just take a call. But ideally, you can keep the Q&A for the end. But for some cases, like Sophia feels there are 10 queries, I want to address it immediately, it's completely Sophia's call to stop the session. As Pradeep said, be mindful to stop the recording as well, show the screen, explain it, and then continue it. It's absolutely your call. But ideally, usually as a ethics of webinars, which I've observed, they usually keep the Q&A at the last, just so that the thought process, because 5 students may have doubt and 50 students may be in sync with what you're teaching. So keeping in mind the scenario of all the users, we can keep the Q&A at the end. And logistically also, it's going to be easy for you, not to navigate in between. So it's absolutely your call.
Yeah. Also, once you will be done with your first session, then you will have better picture of
Exactly.
in next section what you need to exactly do. So basically we all are doing this for the first time, and so just learning, and whatever will be the feedback coming from the first session, it will be a learning for second one.
Right. And initially users may not know how to use the chat box, because our users also, this feature is a new feature, right? They may not be fluent in using the chat bot. Slowly they also will get adjusted to using the chat bot, and then they may start responding to your queries and interacting with you. So all that will happen. We'll take one step at a time. So initially, just be mindful about how to record yourself. When you're recording, what are the parameters to be used? since Sophia has already recorded the video, maybe we can, with Sophia's permission, we'll share that so that for the newcomers also it's easier to get a hang of how the session is, the look and feel of the session. And then, of course, individually you will bring in your own style and teaching practices into it. Uh, any other doubt, Sophia, Prerna, since Pradeep is there, like technically, he'll be able to help you. Prerna, you had a doubt no, regarding the mouse cursor. It was not visible. Do you want to clarify that with Pradeep? Or that is sorted?
Um, it's not sorted. I tried to use the mouse, and I tried watching a couple of YouTube videos along with what Pradeep shared, but whatever I tried, the mouse was not coming on the screen.
Okay. So basically, this may be because so basically when you use one scene, so let's say we create one scene, and over here you are adding any, let's say, media source. Also, like guys, it's advised to you. So basically during the live stream sometimes your personal files, images are also visible. So it's advised that by default it selects a folder, right? It will be on a particular folder. So in that particular folder just keep the stuff which is related to stream. So let's say I am opening it up, my all the files are visible and I need to browse to that particular file, so it's not good to have. So for in your case, just maintain a folder. In that particular folder just keep the files related to stream only. Yeah, so now we have added this, but you can see there is no mouse. It's happening because we are just projecting this media file, or in this case we are projecting one image and webcam, and in this case
Pradeep, sorry to interrupt. I just want to clarify with Prerna. Prerna's doubt is as she's recording the session using OBS. Is that true? Is that correct, Prerna?
yeah.
Not during live streaming, when she's recording the session using OBS, she's not able to use the cursor.
Yeah, so basically for bringing your cursor, I haven't tried it, but mostly it will be because we have not shared our full like full screen. So which are the options? Screen capture. Yeah. So now you can see my cursor is visible, right?
Actually, it's visible when I do this, but it's not visible when I save the recording and I look back at the video.
Okay.
I have tried this.
Let me do this. But in this case,
Prerna, your the highlighted part, the yellow part is not shown, or the whole cursor is not visible?
Sai, Prerna and Sophia got dropped out.
Oh, okay,
They
okay,
will join me.
okay.
तेच बाळा जातात टॉप मॉडेल
cursor is visible.
आपल्या बाळकाला प्रोत्साहन द्यावे त्यामुळे
Krishna?
Yeah. One second.
तेच बाळा जातात
Unfortunately, she just got dropped
आपल्या
off.
बाळकाला प्रोत्साहन द्यावे त्यामुळे
Sai, can you just try calling Prerna?
Yeah, I think.
So
Just hold on, Krishna. I'll just
sure.
call her and find out because she has just texted me. She wants to leave, but okay, just 2 minutes. I'll just.
Yeah.
No worries. You
Yes,
can
yes.
tell her later on. So Krishna, the reason is like why cursor was not visible, because basically we were just sharing only this particular thing like media or webcam, but when you share your full screen, then only you will be able to see this cursor. So cursor comes on top of your operating system. Also, like in case of your Google Meet call, also once you share your full screen, then only cursors are visible. If you share your particular tabs, that time your cursors are not visible.
But Pradeep, in
Pradeep,
that
her
case,
concern was,
recording will be little disruptive, right? If when I was presenting the PPT, only the tab I presented. If I'm presenting the entire screen, then the top thing and all
Yeah,
comes
that I
out.
know, but this is how it works. Like in all the devices, when you will record full screen, then your this cursor will capture. But if you are sharing just only one thing, then it won't be possible.
yeah, Pradeep. Her concern was when she is viewing her recorded video, she is not able to see the cursor. That is her point.
That's what Pradeep is saying.
I
When
have
she's
just recorded
presenting,
it.
she has to present the entire screen, not the tab. But when we are presenting the entire screen, it will look visually a little clumsy. Only tab will give the.
Tab should be, yeah, exactly. So can we do something about this, Pradeep?
Like
प्रदीप
नेहा जी has a doubt.
यस नहीं एक्चुअली डाउट नहीं है, मैं कल एक वीडियो देख रही थी रिगार्डिंग ओबीएस, तो ही इज यूजिंग येलो कर्सर विद द सेम, मतलब ओबीएस के साथ ही ही इज प्रेजेंटिंग रिकॉर्डेड वर्जन एंड ही इज यूजिंग दैट एरो एंड आई थिंक देयर इज एनी ऑप्शन इन ओबीएस कि वी हैव टू, जैसे इन पीपीटी वर्जन हम जब पावर पॉइंट में रिकॉर्ड करते हैं तो उसमें हमको पॉइंटर मिलता है। जब हम लोग मतलब स्कूल के वक्त वॉइस ओवर करते थे तो हम लोग वो पावर पॉइंट का पॉइंटर यूज करते थे। तो इज देयर एनी ऑप्शन इन ओबीएस इटसेल्फ कि वी हैव टू मेक पॉइंटर एंड यूज दिस पॉइंटर ड्यूरिंग द रिकॉर्डिंग?
मुझे एक बार देखना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि मैंने इतना ज़्यादा इसमें बेसिकली हम लोग को ये स्ट्रीम के लिए चाहिए था कि एक पीपीटी होगा एंड एक वेबकैम होगा। दीज ऑल रिक्वायरमेंट्स आर कमिंग आफ्टर डूइंग थिंग्स। तो
नहीं, यदि मुझे वो वीडियो मिलता है अगेन तो आई विल शेयर इट इन द ग्रुप।
मैंने भी एक वीडियो शेयर किया था, बट